Okay, here's my workaround on these factory mirror spotlights and how I got rid of the speed limiter on them so they don't shut off at speed. Everything else will still be completely functional as normal, just gets rid of the speed. A lot of guys take this. Well, here's the module is right here. There's two plugs on it. I'm just working with this green plug here. A lot of guys bypass this by taking that middle pin out, take that wire out, and jump from this first pin here over to the second slot. And what that does is gives you full voltage signal to the module so you can use the lights at any time. Truck off, on, lights on, off, doesn't matter. I wanted it to remain factory functional minus the speed limiter. So what I'm going to do here is remove this second pin, take that out of there. That wire is the signal from the BCM that sends a parking light signal to this to activate it. That's all this pin is doing, is activating the module. When that parking light wire is there, on, has power to it, the lights function. But that wire also gets shut off by the BCM after 5 miles an hour, stopping the functionality of the lights in motion. What I did here is I recently put some tow mirrors on my truck, so I knew that there was a parking light wire down here in the boot, in the door, which is this brown with blue one on my truck, pin 11, I believe. So I took that out and I pulled the plugs through so I had access to them right here. Took the kick panel off, reached in back there and just pulled them out. So now you have access to these, and we're going to be working with this gray plug here. Pin 11 on this has two blue with white wires tapped to it. See that right there, pin 11. So I pulled this tape back and I put a T-tap on one of those blue with gray wires. Now, and this doesn't need to be a big wire, it's just a signal wire. So put a male spade on this. Got it long enough, so I'm going to run it. So I'm going to tap that and tape this harness back. Okay, so I got the harness taped back up. Got my wire tapped and plugged in, that brown wire there. That blue wire you see, I ran puddle lights for my mirrors, so that's a completely different video, but if you're questioning that, that's what that is. So I wrapped that up and I made sure I secured all the wires back. Hard to see here. Zip tied them to that green taped harness there. Keep them out of the way from chafing or anything. I have the mechanical brake, parking brake. A lot of trucks come with the electric parking brake. So I did that. I'm going to run this wire up through underneath here and over to this connector now. So once that's taped up and to that point, I can fish these back through the door here, plug them in, put the boot back on. I'll be done over there. I also wasted a bunch of my Tessa tape wrapping around this wire. Kind of makes it look factory and keeps it from chafing. There's some sharp metal underneath there, and it's pretty thin wire. Didn't want to risk it, so I think it looks a lot cleaner in my opinion. So I'll get that wrapped up and get the wire ran over, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, I got my door harness all buttoned back up. I got the wire ran up here. You can see I got it zip tied there. I ran it next to my puddle light wire, which needed to be ran across to the other side for the mirrors. Not important, but that's what I followed with it. And then I got it loose right here right now, just so we can finish up the wiring. Here's the module for the spotlights there. I still have to put this metal brace back in. I'll just throw that up for now. So here's our green plug that we're working with. You have to pull this retainer clip out of the face of it. Hook tool works to get in there and kind of work it out, and then you can grab it and pull it out of there. This one's very, very thin, probably be easy to break, so be careful. Once you get that out, I got a depinning tool here. There's little tabs, if you look into the face of it, that you have to pry back and pull the wire out. So I got that pulled out here. Now you can do a couple different options. You could cut this wire and leave the one in the plug and just splice your wire into that. Or if you have other pins, this was a leftover pin I had laying around. I got more bare pins coming. I'm going to actually crimp this correctly, but for the time being, I just put a crimp cap on my wire and use this as a pigtail. But we're going to fish that into, if I can do it with one hand, it can only go in one way. And there it clicked. I think that's not all the way in, but it's close. But we can, I'll get that squared away and this white clip put back in there. Okay, so I needed both hands. And actually that pin that I used had a tab sticking up that it was different from this harness, so I ended up folding that over and the pin clipped right in. Here is this white retainer that needs to be popped back into place like that. I ended up taping up the old pin that I removed out of there, so it's all insulated, not going to touch anything. Just taped it up and then taped it to the harness, so if we ever want to put it back to stock, all you gotta do is take it out of there, take this pin out, put the other one back in, and it's good to go. So this should plug in like that, and it should work like factory. Which it does. I got the harness buttoned back up. Got it zip tied. This is gonna all depend on where you want to run your wires. Since I had that other one here, it was nice to follow that. But you could do the same thing by itself. Just make sure it's away from any moving parts and anything. I got that zip tied up right there. Double checked. I made sure this plug was seated. My last clip, it wasn't completely in. Now it is. But that's all solid. We're good to go. There we go. Put your kick panel back on and test her out. It's daytime out, but I got the lights on right now, you can see. Get her up, going 10 right now. 12, they're still on. So she works. Good enough for me. Here's a little preview of the switches in use. Actually lights it up a decent amount. It isn't a solid spot light. It's nothing special, I'll put it that way, but and quite honestly, I think it actually looks better through the camera. But I'm doing 40 here, and yeah, they work nice. I'm happy with it. I shut the lights off even if the spotlights are on. They shut off. You can use them when the daytime running lights are on because I have them set up to parking light. That probably wouldn't work if you just have it on low beam. But daytime running lights, you don't really need them during the day anyways. So yeah, all in all, it's functioning like factory, minus the speed limiter. All right, hope you enjoyed the video.